Hey, you guys, it's Peter, and I'm back. Of course I'm back. I'm not going anywhere. I'm YouTube famous now. Okay, so in my last video that I was talking about CRHIS, I in there talked a lot about Chris Crocker and how Chris Crocker was the OG of YouTube. He was the one that had originated all of this vlogging and talking about his personal life and all of that kind of stuff. And I said in there that I absolutely adore Chris Crocker, right? And I always have. I think I watched him even before he did the Leave Britney Alone video. I don't think that was his first video, actually. And I think I watched him before that. I don't remember how I found him, but this is back in the days of Zippy. I don't know if you guys remember Zippy, the older guy. And it's so funny when people always comment on my videos and they're like, you old man doing this. And Zippy was one of the original YouTubers, and he literally was 60 or 70 when he did these videos. And he would just talk on video, and he got tons and tons of views, right? I don't know if Zippy's still out there. I guess I should probably look before I do this video and see. But anyway, I was talking in there about Chris Crocker, and I was thinking to myself as soon as I got off. I just looked it up and it wouldn't pull up. I was thinking about it after I got off, and I was like, yeah, he doesn't have a channel anymore, it looks like. But anyway, I was like, what happened to Chris Crocker? I see Chris Crocker on Instagram all the time. I follow him on Instagram. He does really funny little clip videos, and he'll do 10 videos in a row. But I hadn't seen any of his videos on YouTube, and I knew I was subscribed to him, right? And I was like, well, where is Chris Crocker? And I follow him on Twitter, and I think he actually follows me back, which is kind of funny. I sent him some compliment years ago, and he put some picture out, and I was like, you look so cute. And he was like, thanks. And he followed me. So anyway, I was like, what happened to Chris Crocker? Why isn't he, around anymore? Why isn't he making videos? Why am I not seeing his videos come up? Oh yeah, he does. He follows me, see? Chris Crocker follows me. No one, he follows a lot of people, it looks like. Anyway. But anyway, and so I was like, I haven't seen any of his videos come up or anything like that. Here he is, all talking, he's post is a video, and I'm like, I don't understand where he is. His videos aren't showing up in my feed, and maybe it was a glitch and I got unsubscribed to him or something, but why haven't I seen his videos come up? And so I Google searched him. I looked him up on YouTube, and I came up with his channel, and his channel has 5,675 subscribers. And I was like, okay, no, that can't be accurate. So I'm looking for another Chris Crocker channel, and there's none. So I go back to this channel, and there's 2 videos. One is called Keepers and Leavers, and it's a song, and I think it's him. And then the other one is called Waking People Up from Sleep. And they're both from a year ago. And the second one has 279,000 views. So, I mean, obviously, he wasn't just getting those views from 5,000 subscribers. A lot of people were subscribed to his channel. So I was like, what happened? Well, when I was scrolling below, this video came up from this guy called Mad Ring King 1119. And he posts almost all exclusively old Chris Crocker videos. But it was a Chris Crocker, it was Chris Crocker in the video, and it said, this is why Chris deleted his YouTube channel. And so I watched the video before I read what he said underneath, but I want to read it to you guys because I think it's kind of important in reference to the video that Chris put out on Facebook, and I'm going to explain this in a second. And this video was published on September 14th of 2016. He said, this is the Mad Ring King saying this. Everybody has been saying in the comments of the Chris Crocker videos I've been uploading since last year, is this the real Chris Crocker? Why can't I find his other videos? What happened to this channel? A year ago today, Chris decided to take down his YouTube channel, and he posted this video on his Facebook. So that would mean that, let's see, September 14th of 2015, Chris disabled or took down his YouTube channel. While I respect what he said for why he took it down, there's been too many popular YouTube channels that have disappeared because of trolls and or the creators no longer wanted to be associated with YouTube, thereby insulting their fans by taking away everything from them, which is kind of a harsh statement at the end, but I'm going to tell you after watching the video and thinking about it, I don't necessarily disagree with it, but I also completely understand and agree Chris's stance on this too. So I'm going to link the video below. It is a really good video. It's 5 minutes and 22 seconds. And it's a Facebook, I think he's now on Facebook doing videos. And what he talks about in the video was that when he was like 19 and he did the Leave Britney Alone video, which like went viral like instantly, right? And we have to remember, like, he was one of the very, very first YouTubers that took off viral, okay? I mean, like, YouTube probably wouldn't exist if it weren't for Chris Crocker, okay? Let's just be for real for a second, right? He was the one that like invented the let me show you my daily life. And I remember like I loved his videos, like of him and his grandma, like sitting around in the kitchen, and he'd be like, Grandma, do a dance for me, Grandma. And she'd be like, leave me alone. I loved those videos. I remember a video where he went and picked up his YouTube check in the mail, and he actually talked about how much he made off of YouTube. Like, he was fucking honest, right? Raw, honest. Well, what happened was, over a period of time, he was making daily videos, and he would get on there and he said, even if I just made a video saying, hey, you guys, that was 2 minutes long, the comments that I would instantly get would be like, you should kill yourself, you're disgusting, on and on and on. And he said it just got to be too much for him. Interesting, isn't it? And what I just talked about in my Leave Trisha Alone video, which is like, it's all woven together, you guys. And he said, when I was 19, I could handle it. 8 years later, and he was talking about, it was like the 8-year anniversary of Leave Britney Alone, of which they said was like the video of the year for Time Magazine or something like that. He said, 8 years later, I'm a different person. I've suffered from depression. I've suffered from a lot of other things that are going on in my life. I can't read the comments the way that I used to be able to when I was 19 years old. And I was thinking about this a lot in reference to what I went through in December when I experienced a shit ton of bullying. People were coming to my channel just, nasty, like, telling me to relapse and death threats and all this kind of stuff. And I have made it to the other side now where I can like just deal with that stuff. I don't read all the comments. I just don't deal with it. I'm just like, enough is enough. And what's interesting was at that time, I was getting so many comments from people that loved me that were saying, just ignore the hate, just don't feed into it, that's what they want, don't notice it, whatever. But like when it's like, I think if you're not on this side of the camera and like you're not constantly like reading and it's just like boom, 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 you're disgusting, you're fat, you're old, you should kill yourself, you're disgusting, you're fat, you should relapse. I mean, it's so much, you guys, that like even if that's part of the gig and you're gonna get it, at some point it's like so fucking overwhelming. This video that he put out on Facebook that this Mad Ring King put back up is like so poignant and profound because he talks about being bullied in there, and he says no matter where you're being bullied or when it's happening, he said there becomes a point when you should no longer, I love this as I'm making this video, look, somebody commented and they put all blue hearts on my, because that's kind of the wolf pack, that's me, woof woof. They put all blue hearts on my video. I love that so much. But anyway, when you think about, and he says, if you're being bullied, no matter what situation you're in, and he's not just talking about YouTube, he's talking about a work environment, a relationship, school, whatever. He's like, you need to figure out how to get yourself out of that situation if it's no longer healthy for you, right? And he says, what I realized was that the social media platform that I was on, YouTube, was no longer healthy for me. It wasn't healthy for me to be on anymore because I couldn't like make a video and know that the first comment that I was going to get when I was just saying hi was, you disgusting human being, you should kill yourself. I don't understand what has happened in society, and he talked in there about like, it was one of the first social media platforms where you could comment on somebody's video anonymously and leave absolute nasty hate and troll somebody in a way that like would never be tracked back to you or nobody would. But what I don't understand is, who is such a nasty, ugly human being? I really do not understand this, okay? Who is so nasty and ugly that you would sit behind a computer or your phone or whatever, that you are so angry at the world and you hate people so much that you would wish upon them suicide? Like, that's disturbing to me that you exist out in the world, right? And on the heels of that, why would anybody ever want somebody that's doing something that they're passionate about and that they love to leave that platform? Like, I don't know why you wouldn't just go watch somebody else's videos that you like. Like, this is like something that has mystified me. I'm not stupid. I'm not naive. I'm not gullible. But one thing that mystifies me is this. And if you don't get this, you need to get it quick. Life is fucking short. Why would you spend your time on somebody's videos you don't like, leaving hate comments where they should suicide, when you could go spend your time watching videos of somebody that you really do like? I don't understand that. Like, as a concept, as a world concept, I don't understand why you like that you get enjoyment out of that, okay? Like, that's like people that get enjoyment out of like hurting animals, like, or, you know, like, I don't, it's sick, okay? What's sick to me is this. If it were 1,000 comments that were nice and 2 or 3 comments that were really negative, I could understand that. But he's talking about it on a level that is so gross and so destructive that it's like every comment, right? Which tells you that the majority of people that are on YouTube watching the videos are people that are leaving these comments are people that are just absolutely like anger-ridden with hate. I don't understand it. It makes me so sad. Why not try to be a little bit more positive in the world, you know? And what's so sad about it is that this guy said, while I respect your need to leave YouTube, you left a lot of your fans behind wondering, well, what happened to you? And I'm one of those fans. I'm one of Chris Crocker's Uber fans. I fucking love Chris Crocker. I love his gig. I think he's hilarious. And what I don't understand is, I mean, he was like, and he talked in there at the end, he said something about like, you want to talk about like reality, or you want to talk about like news shows and all that stuff. He's like, I did that gig. I was the first one to do it. And he was like, he is the OG of YouTube. The OG of YouTube feels inside the necessity to leave a platform because he can't handle the hate, or he no longer chooses to deal with the hate. Like, that is really sad to me. Like, and I understand as a fan that we feel let down that he left us in the wake, but I wouldn't want any YouTuber, whether it was Trisha Paytas or Tyler Oakley or Joey Graceffa or Chris Crocker or whoever I love out there, I wouldn't want any of them to leave because they felt like they were so bullied. And I felt like that with probably, you know, 100th of the amount of subscribers that Chris Crocker had. I can't imagine that level of hate coming towards him. I don't care who you are. I don't care what you're putting out in the world. Nobody deserves that kind of hate and anger. Nobody deserves it, all right? It's absolutely evil straight from the core of hell. I don't understand it. It's so sad to me. And I would love to see Chris Crocker come back. You know, Chris Crocker for me is somebody that could have had a phenomenal career. I mean, like, he could have just had his own talk show. He could have had his own, you know, reality show. He is so naturally hilarious and pokes fun at himself as just as much as he pokes fun at everybody else. You know, I just don't understand it. It makes me so sad. You know, and he is somebody that lives out loud, which I really fucking respect. I love people that live out loud and tell their shit and, like, you know, behind it. And watching that video, it really made me sad. And I thought, you know, I can't ever get to that point where I feel like and he said in there, he goes, I didn't even know that I could disable my comments because I was uploading from my phone. But like, that's not really the point. Okay. And like, so many people say that to me, like, why don't you disable your comments? But then I also get the comments that are like people slamming Amy Slayton and Amber Lynn Reed and Karina Kaboom about disabling their comments. So there's no right way, right? So if you complain about the bullying, everybody tells you just disable your comments. But if you disable your comments, everybody comes for you because what you're saying is, I can't handle the hate. And then everybody says, well, just deal with the hate. Get over it, right? Well, here's my response to that. Why don't you fucking stop believing hate? Like, why are you such a nasty human being that you have to leave hate? Why don't you, instead of leaving comments on people's videos about how they need to go to mental health institutions, why don't you go seek some mental health help? Like, that's nasty. If you're leaving those kind of comments on somebody's videos, that says more about you than it does about the person that's creating the video, okay? If you're leaving that kind of hate in all caps, you're a disgusting, nasty, motherfucking human being. You deserve to die. Kill yourself. If you're leaving that comment on somebody's video, you need help. You're not right in the head. You have serious, serious issues, okay? If you need help, mental health issues, reach out to me. I'll find somebody that will help you, okay? If you're one of those people that's like, I cannot stop leaving hate on people's videos, I don't know what it's about. Like, I just feel so inclined to leave hate on people's videos. Get in touch with me. I'll find some help for you, okay? But it's called cyberbullying, all right? And what we've done now is People have cyberbullied Chris Crocker to the point where he no longer feels safe or comfortable or even desires to make videos on YouTube. And that is so sad, just like that guy said, that for all of us that love Chris Crocker, we don't get to experience him on the platform that we love seeing him on. And that is a sad thing in our society, right? Like, I don't understand that. I don't understand the hate for it. But I'm going to tell you right now, I'm going over to Facebook. I'm going to follow him and watch all of his videos. I'm going to give him some love. I'm going to give him more love on Instagram. I love the guy, and I think it breaks my heart. And I'm going to tell you right now, I'm making a commitment. I don't give a shit who bullies me and what the fuck they say. I'm not leaving my channel. I'm not, okay? I'm not leaving the channel for the one person that reaches out to me on a daily basis, that loves me, that watches my videos, that will never leave no matter what I say on here. I make my videos for that one person, or that 5 people, or those 10 people, or whoever watches my videos. I'm not leaving, but I understand getting to that point. I'm going to tell you what happened with me was, I had a lot of emotional shit going on in my life. My family member was sick. All this kind of crazy shit was happening. I didn't know what to do. It was bringing up a lot of emotions. And on top of that, I'm getting bullied, hate, anger. It's like, enough already. And people are like, well, then just take a break from YouTube. Why should I take a break from something that I absolutely love, that brings me enjoyment and makes me passionate? Because people can't stop their shit. All right? Like, that is so sad to me. Like, I don't understand it. Stop your fucking hate. All right? Go seek some help. Figure out what that's about, that you're such a nasty human being that you have to leave that kind of comment on somebody's video. Like I said, it says more about you than it does about me or him. When I read those comments on my videos today, I tell you, this is my immediate response to that is, that makes me really sad that you're that kind of human being. That's really what it says to me. It doesn't say anything. It doesn't make me look at my creations or videos or whatever and critique them in a positive light. It makes me sad for you. And it's sad that YouTube people are leaving because they feel like they can't stay on the platform because it's just too much for them. I hope to God Chris Crocker comes back. I would love that. I would love if he came back with a vengeance. And if he does, I want to make a collab with him because I'm his probably #1 biggest fan. I love the man. So anyway, stop the hate. Leave some positivity. Be a better person. Be a bigger person. It's a nicer life that way. I love you guys, and I'll talk to you later. Bye.